In today's video, we're going to go over the Marvels. There's a full plot leak that looks very realistic. Also, there's some new information out about Deadpool 3. Some pretty cool plot details from one of the few real insiders. Daniel RPK said something very interesting about Deadpool 3, which makes it even better. It means it could be setting up the mutants running the MCU potentially. So yo, what is freaking good YouTube? What's you here if you're new around? Make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture based content that I try to cover on a daily basis. If you could, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below. Are you hyped? Are you really looking forward to the Marvels later this year? And are you looking forward to Deadpool 3? Potentially at the end of next year if these strikes ever end. So, if you could, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And also, if you could, check us out on Twitter, aka X, WarstuG. Right, let's get into this video. So it's worth saying, the Marvels has gone through a lot of changes. It's one of Marvel's shortest movies ever because it seems like they've taken the criticism and critiques from the test screening and they have really shortened the Marvels movies to the point where it looks like there's no filler in a Marvel movie, which is kind of hard to believe. But let's break it down. It's worth saying that all these plot leaks generally come from Reddit and 4chan, and what these fake scoopers do is they pull information from 4chan and Reddit and they pull little bits here and there from a plot leak and make out it's their info, and really it's not. And it's also worth saying, I've been over plot leaks for the last 7 Marvel movies. Generally speaking, the information is always bang on. It's more accurate when it comes from a plot leak on Reddit and 4chan than when it comes from one of these aka scoopers on Twitter. So let's break it down. So allegedly, it starts like this. Carol is investigating Kree insurgents in space. Monica is working with Nick Fury at SABER space station. The Peak. Kamala is living with her family in New Jersey. Kree General Ben blames Carol for the fall of the Kree Empire when she defeated the Super Intelligence in 1995, aka Captain Marvel 1. The Kree now refers to Carol as the Annihilator, which she disputes. Carol learns that Ben is creating a machine powered by one of the Nega bands that can open portals in fabric of reality. The machine disrupts the power of Carol, Monica, and Kamala, causing them to randomly switch locations, and this plot point's come up multiple times in different leaks. Also, it's worth saying we've seen this in the trailer. That doesn't add validity, or it doesn't take it away, because initially that information was out there before any trailer came out. So it causes them to switch randomly, random places in random locations between the summit, the Peak, and Kamala's household. People in their vicinity are also teleported. So Fury and the Kree Death Squad end up in Kamala's house, whilst Ben steals the other band from Kamala. Interesting. I thought that'd be the case. Carol, Monica, and Kamala join forces to stop Ben and protect Earth due to their unstable powers, whilst Nick Fury takes the Khans to the Peak for their own protection. Carol doesn't believe Kamala is ready after she hesitated during a fight, but Monica reminds Carol that Kamala is not a soldier, and Carol decides to train Kamala instead. Monica resents Carol for abandoning her and her mother, Maria Rambo, but learns that Carol and Maria reunited after the blip, and Carol was with Maria when she died. The Marvels find out that the Ben plans to use the machine to create portals and steals planets' natural resources to rebuild the Kree homeworld, Hala. The Ben has already destroyed 2 planets for its atmosphere and is now targeting the planet Aladna, which ironically, Carol, Captain Marvel, is actually the princess of this place. People on this place communicate through songs, and essentially that's the big part that's been taken out of the movie or shortened down, because apparently the feedback was the singing was kind of cringy for its water. Carol is embarrassed to go there because she accidentally married Prince Yan during a previous visit, and technically she's the princess of this place, Aladna. People of Aladna worship Carol and she is forced to sing to alert them about the Ben impending invasion. Prince Yan creates new suits for the Marvels, and Monica learns how to synchronize their powers so they can actually fight. That plot point was obvious. The Marvels save Alanya, and Carol realizes that the Ben is destroying planets that Carol once cared for revenge reasons. And her next target is Earth. It's always Earth last. The Ben attacks and seriously damages the Peak. Fury orders an evacuation, but learns there's not enough time for the escape pods for the entire crew. Fury allows a liter of Firklins, essentially little Firkins, to eat the crew safely, storing them in their pocket dimension in their stomachs. That's actually going to be pretty cool. And launches the Firklins to Earth. The Marvels rescue Fury and repel the Kree's armada, then pursue the Ben back to Hala, where the Kree are celebrating the rebirth of their world. The Marvels confront the Ben just as the machine accidentally creates an incursion, which you technically can see something like this in a recent picture that's just come out, although some people are trying to say that's a rift in time and space, but that doesn't make any logical sense for anyone with a brain. Threatening the universe, Carol defeats the Ben. Kamala destroys the machine and retrieves her bangle, and Monica fixes the incursion, but ends up stranded in a parallel universe. Again, a lot of this plot is pretty similar to everything else, but they did shorten the movie massively. So I do believe this will actually be pretty much the confirmed ending and the confirmed plot for the whole movie, which is pretty cool. To be honest, it does sound like a pretty basic movie, but that's all Marvel needs, really. Carol decides to return to Earth to train Kamala and help Fury search for Monica. Mid-credit scene, Monica awakens in a hospital and learns she is in a universe where Maria is alive and is Captain America. Oh, stinger. Post-credit, Kamala steals Fury's tablet with data on Earth's emerging superheroes and approaches Kate Bishop, the female Hawkeye, with the idea of reforming the Avengers, i.e. the Young Avengers, telling Kate, did you know Ant-Man has a daughter? Interesting. So that was supposed to be partially the post-credit scene for Ant-Man 3, where it was supposed to tee up the Young Avengers. Now, there is another post-credit scene that's allegedly been floating around. Generally, what happens at press screeners and test screeners is the post-credit scenes aren't usually included fully. They don't like to put them there because they know it will leak, but sometimes they do. So there is a post-credit scene also floating around that says Kang the Conqueror, played by Jonathan Majors, appears in a post-credit scene or right at the end. You see his face and that's it. I do believe that is the case because, as we know, Jonathan Majors is going to be playing Kang for the next 2 to 5 years because Secret Wars is getting delayed to 2028. I said it first. I actually said it like a month ago, and then one of the Twitter wannabe scoopers came out and said it, and then a lot of people start covering a story that's obvious. They can't film any movies to the point where some movies will be getting delayed soon if the strike doesn't end because they can't even do ADR. They can't do anything. You get me? So maybe Secret Wars won't even happen to 2029. This is why I do find it kind of hilarious that you're getting all these wannabe Twitter influencers coming out with these daily scoops. And it's like, okay, if it's from movies that have already filmed or if filmed a substantial amount, maybe. So Deadpool 3, the director came out recently and said, yeah, it's going to be a freaking hard R. We're not going to use much green screen. And we filmed half the movie. It's all right him saying that, but at the same time, we know what happens with Marvel movies. Ant-Man 3, the third act, got filmed right at the end. Doctor Strange 2, they literally changed most of the movie. Literally, they did reshoots for 12 weeks. Wakanda Forever, Doctor Doom was supposed to have a few scenes. That's why no one wants to direct a Marvel movie. They make changes last minute. You have no creative control. Why do you think no one wants to direct Secret Wars? Because you don't get any creativity, you don't get any creative control. So we've got some cool information about Deadpool 3, and because it's coming from Daniel RPK, I'm inclined to believe him because, as I said, when it comes to trailers and information to do with marketing, he does not miss. When it comes to other information, his validity, his credibility is way higher. So according to Daniel RPK, in Deadpool 3, it is said they embark on a quest to find the perfect Wolverine. After encountering numerous variants, he ultimately concludes that Hugh Jackman cannot be replaced. Source, Daniel RPK. Then, of course, someone came out and straight ripped him. Oh, wait, it is my time to shine. In Deadpool 3, the hero will embark on a quest to find the perfect Wolverine throughout the multiverse after encountering numerous variants played by different actors. He ultimately concludes that Hugh Jackman cannot be recast. Well, that's kind of a meme and kind of funny. It's true. Yeah, I find it funny how My Time to Shine literally steals the most reliable scoopers information and no creditation at all. And also recently I didn't cover it because I don't really believe there's any validity to it. Daniel Radcliffe apparently is going to be in Deadpool 3. You notice how all these, before the strikes happened, before the strike happened, Daniel Radcliffe signed on to be doing a secret role. And then you get the information coming out going, yo, there's going to be multiple variants of Wolverine. We always knew there was going to be that because if it's a multiversal movie, so we've got to start seeing incursions. We've got to start seeing variants of the same actors. So yeah, I believe this information is true. I believe Daniel Radcliffe is going to appear in a Marvel movie. Is it Deadpool 3? I don't know, but I do find it funny. This is standard PR, standard marketing, standard answer when asked about, oh, are all the cameos true in Deadpool 3? Some of them aren't, some of them are true, some of them may be true. He basically said, I'm not saying anything, so that doesn't mean anything. But it is interesting how everyone ran with Daniel Radcliffe to be the MCU's version of Wolverine. And then there's other reports going out there that apparently Hugh Jackman's actually going to be Wolverine for the next 10 years. And seeing as he said he doesn't like doing the role anymore because he's too old, it's because of what he has to do to get into the shape to play Wolverine, you know, go assisted and all the training and all that stuff. He just doesn't want to do it. And then we get some information saying that Daphne Keane, X-23 from Logan, the greatest comic book movie ever. I don't care what you say. I do find it funny how it says via, I'm not even going to say her name, because the funny thing with this one is she was also supposed to be in Doctor Strange 2. She was supposed to be in this movie, then she wasn't, then she was. Now, it would be cool, and technically she is a variant of Wolverine, so I hope this X-23 rumor is true, but the problem is every single person is going to be in this movie. So let's quickly go over all the actual rumored people to be in this movie. I'm going to do it really fast. Deadpool, obviously confirmed. Wolverine, confirmed. Colossus, confirmed. Elektra, confirmed. Vanessa, confirmed. Mobius, confirmed. X-23, not confirmed. A bunch of TVA agents, not confirmed. Loki, doesn't make much sense. Miss Minutes, doesn't make much sense. Storm, Warstu, Stryker, Nightcrawler, Cassandra, Nova, Lady Deadpool, Warstu Deadpool, Professor X, Gambit, Magneto, Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark, Megasonic Teenage Warhead. Literally every single person is rumored to be in this movie, which I find hilarious. So also, there's been that many Deadpool 3 rumors, I can't keep up with them, but it is interesting how now all of a sudden, everyone seems to think Tobey Maguire appears in this movie. Deadpool 3 ends with a poetic note, with Deadpool and Wolverine sharing some pizza together. Where or whose pizza, I can't say. Interesting. So everyone goes, oh, it's Tobey, it's Andrew, it's Andrew. So yeah, that's why the internet's running with, Tobey Maguire is going to appear in Deadpool 3. The thing with all these leaks and rumors are, you're never actually going to know anything unless we get a trailer that confirms and verifies stuff, which we're not going to get a trailer anytime soon. It's like all these people going, yeah, Deadpool 3 first look was going to be shown at D23. Yeah, D23 happened. Disney event this week or last week happened, and literally nothing was shown at all except for 10 minutes of Loki, which the press screeners will be coming out for Loki Season 2 anyway soon. And also, we dropped the exclusive. Well, it's not really an exclusive, but let me read this tweet out. Okay, a little while back, this is from GeekyCast on Twitter. A little while back, myself and Warstu G were reached out regarding an ending of Loki Season 2. Not sure if this has changed or not, but in the credit scene, Deadpool was captured by the TVA. It was a tease, like how we were teased with Civil War in Ant-Man 1 post-credit. Once again, there has been reshoots, so if it is the same, awesome. If not, some kind of emoji. Yeah, Warstu's got an exclusive. Like, yeah, make of that what you want. I'm not saying it's true, not saying it's not true, but that's what we both heard. So that would be interesting, and it would actually tease up the whole plot for Deadpool 3 if you got caught at the end of Loki, and it really would make sense because we know the TVA is going to have a big part in Deadpool 3. If the rumors are true, let's just go. They are that the TVA is forming a group of heroes to save everyone and put them on the new Earth, which will be Battle World, essentially. And they're going to fight the villain. We don't know if that part's true, but if the TVA are collecting all the heroes from different universes to make new Earth, then they've got to tease it up at the end of Loki Season 2, or else that would be a massive L. So it'd be pretty cool if that actually turns out to be true. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. If you're into working out, if you're into gym stuff, I post a bunch of stories. I'm on like a little transformation at the moment, which is going pretty well. Also, if you could let us know everything down below. Are you hyped For the Marvels is getting a lot of praise online at the moment. They are pushing it hard. We've obviously got the IMAX release. Now they've pushed Dune 2 to next year, so there's no competition. So there's no reason why the Marvels can't bang, but it'd be interesting to see if it does. To me, sounds pretty cool movie. The plot leak's pretty much confirmed because that's pretty consistent with every other leak we've gone over. Deadpool 3, I do believe information that comes from Daniel RPK and Viewer Anon. Maybe Casey Walsh is right sometimes, but anyone else, they're not even scoopers. They're so like always, guys, I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.